All right, so this is part two. I I spontaneously decided to do a part two because I felt like I rushed through the end of the message. But so the next song on the playlist is Sundress by Bathe. I love Bathe, and it's interesting because in the previous message we got this energy of there was this energy of maybe there was a difficult situation that you may have walked away from recently, and we also talked about like how Venus and Mercury are in retrograde right now. So this is giving me now the energy that maybe thinks there might be some energy. Maybe you did that, and maybe there might be something coming back around. So let's look into this a little bit. Let's see what spirit, what's going on. So now we have Temperance card out here. What does the collective need to know? Are they coming back around? What's going on with this connection? Spirit. Do you have anything else? Okay. We have Judgment in reverse. And then let's see. High Priestess. So maybe getting this energy that like maybe in this interim you are finding more balance. You're finding more balance. And you're finding that wisdom, that inner wisdom, that intuitive side, and that is inherently going to be attractive. So that could have been what that energy was about. Now we have Surrender by Jhené Aiko. So again, it's kind of giving into that energy of like very attractive, like what's meant for me will come to me. So let's see. This is really in the videos. In the videos where it'd be like, seriously? But no, seriously. I can't. This isn't a hoax. So it's saying you've been asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion and it's exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. So I'm not one of those, or I'm not going to be one of those readers that's like giving such like a detailed, this is gonna happen. Let me not do too much like that. But like, I don't want to feed into any delusions or like just say something that you want to hear, because the message here is real. Like, I'm always gonna be trying to promote like empowerment and like self-efficacy, and like I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm looking to this reader to know the next thing. And this is really telling you to surrender, like to just allow the energy to flow. There's not necessarily a move that has to be made right now. What is the energy? Four of Cups. And maybe, let me see, because it could have been that, like, now we have the Lovers. And hesitant, because the Lovers too, this is like union within yourself. And so maybe like we're going from this Four of Cups where it's just kind of like you're looking at Three of Cups and just like was waiting like for more and more out of a situation, and then that cup in the back is your higher self, or you're like just realizing that once you find union within yourself, that is when that is going to be reflected back to you in 3D reality, is what I believe. And so this really is, the collective is going through this like rebirth of sorts, it feels like, in a way, from whatever the situation was. Like, how you don't, like, you already know, like, that if the situation's not working out, it was never meant to work out. So it's not like just having that like inner confidence, Six of Pentacles in reverse, like overgiving, like just kind of like that need to manifest your own reality. And you got sat by the universe and but you learned the lesson. It seems it's looking like you're learning the lesson right now. And sometimes like I leave these cards in to see, so it's saying you, them, block, choose device, and outcome. So, and it's kind of like giving like a directive for the reading. So maybe it could be indicative of you kind of looking at readings, or like spending a lot of time like trying to figure out like what was, like, just like you're watching this video, like what is going on in the situation. So there could have been some like anxiety over that. And again, we do have the Nine of Swords here. But yeah, have faith. And this feels like a good, like, this feels like a good close. We're just like, have faith in like whatever, however the relationship is going, or however the connection is going, that have faith that it is going the way it should be going, and that there is not a lot of like, there should be like, you shouldn't be thinking like, oh, what should I do next about this? But just, sorry, but just like wondering more so of like how to pour into yourself and feed into your own happiness. And that is the advice in terms of I could tell that you've been practicing. So maybe there's this energy of, yeah, maybe these people in the connection, they are noticing changes in you. And that is going to be attractive. So just kind of like watch out, because it's Venus and Mercury retrograde. So there can be a lot of people coming back into your life, romantic, platonic, in general, like just different communication things going on. So being cautious and being sure to take all of these lessons that you learned and apply them in the future, because there's heavy testing period right now. Yeah, the moon in reverse. So it's kind of just like all has been revealed in a way, or the truth is being revealed. So it's kind of like, but it's still free will. So it's up to you on how, justice is there, is ready to be served. So, but it's still free will. So Pentacles, because we do have that like, what am I gonna do with it? Because ultimately the power is in your hands. The Pentacles are in your hands. So you have the power. You have the power. So hopefully you enjoy this message, and you like it, and comment to see if it resonated with you. I'd love to know that. And yeah, hopefully see you soon.